Oh, back what was that? I guess I hope that didn't change. Hmm. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't, but however, we're talking about humanoids and changes in life in different situations. And people who have friends, people who don't have friends, people thought they had friends. So maybe caught up, maybe didn't catch up. And I was trying to put a little light on the situation, talking about these politicians who believe they're right and believe they're wrong until they become right. Parents who believe they have parents who have children that think that they're going to love them and not love them. Children have parents that think that their parents for a statue, not to love them and to deliver and to be kind to them. See, so we have everybody have a problem on what's nice, what's not nice, what's good, what's not good, what's evil, what's not evil. All have evil intentions in you, that's just the way it is. You blame the world, that's the way it is. Now, if you have money, you think you're happy, but you're not happy because that was a lot of people wouldn't be dying, choking and getting rid of themselves because they had money. Like Leverage and all the rest of the guys. But you know, people in politics have a big crime. Especially they've been 80 years or 40 years, 50 years, and haven't done nothing, haven't seen nothing. I'm talking about from the politicians, from the presidents to the vice presidents to the governors to the senators and all of them that played the politician role. You're not doing anything. Get out. Find another job. Find something that you can be responsible. All these people with, I always think about the people with money. When I say money, I'm not talking about the billionaires because they got their money, they've been there, they ain't going nowhere. And they laughing at everybody else looking at y'all making these mistakes like wearing masks and crashing and wearing masks over and over. They just laughing at you. You talking, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die about the virus, I'm gonna die with K9, all this kind of crap. Nah, you need to realize if you're going, you're going. Don't worry about trying to get fixed. Ain't nobody gonna fix you, not even the doctor. The doctor said, oh, nothing we can do. You gotta rest, you gotta go. So when your time goes, you're going. But people have a tendency to think that one man or one woman can make a difference. Can that happen? Of course it can. One man can make a difference. One woman can make a difference. But they're still human beings. That means the vital signs are still human. That means they still cry. They still go home sad. They still go home mad, regardless of what they do. If it's a good day or bad day, they're the ones that got a consequence. And you guys sitting out there talking about what you can do. Now I'm talking about you guys, Miss Money P and Money Pope. Well, I'll do this in when you haven't done it. Well, I'll do what you haven't done it. You got all this big noise and big mouth, and you got the podium and you're not doing nothing. It's like having 5 kids and you only took care of 4 of them. And the 5th one said, what about me? Well, you the last. If it's your son or your daughter, it doesn't matter if you last or you first. You still got to take care of them. Well, the university and people the same way. We have a big world of universities. Everybody believes that they King Kong and what they can do and what they can't do until it comes to their face. Until it get in your yard. Now, once you get in your yard, then that's a big difference. That's a big cloud around the sky then. Well, I didn't know. No, you knew. You, like you said, you was an individual. You took the next step to believe what you could do, what you couldn't do. You opened your mouth when everybody else was doing something they couldn't do, but you thought you could do better. You're there. I'm tired of people talking about, well, my ancestors, who gives a damn? Everybody got ancestors that's been somewhere one time or another. In the wall, in the concentration camp, off the land. Everybody on this earth had somebody somewhere doing something they shouldn't have been doing. Some of them just didn't get caught. So, you know what Janet Jackson was saying, what have you done lately? Ain't nobody talking about, well, we're going to march. You didn't march. Well, we in the cotton field. You weren't in the cotton field. Yeah, great for the ancestors who were. You didn't do no railroads. Your ancestors did. Alright? So, what are you doing today? What are you doing tomorrow? That's the thing you should be leaving your legacy on. Not what my ancestors did across the Rio Grande, came over from the border from Czechoslovakia, or came over from there, or come over from Mexico. Who cares? There's a few people care. But most of you look at it and say, guess what? It happened then. Guess what? It happened. Now what? Yeah, what? It's like saying, well, I just ran down the road and I stumped my toe. That was yesterday. Guess what? Does it still hurt? Yeah, it still hurt. That means it's still a memory. I mean, you stumped your damn toe. Okay? So that means if your ancestors did something way back when, before you were even born, why are you trying to get the credit? What the hell are you doing now? That's the question you want to ask yourself. What legacy are you going to leave? Man, commentators, man, y'all get rich every day because you lie. You come up with so much stuff, and you lie, and none of it's true, so you lie, and you let everybody else believe what you tell them. And the more people believe that stuff, and people don't have a TV, you don't have a VCR, and don't have anything else to listen or see you. Because if they saw you, they would know that this person's a lie. Ain't no truth in him lying. You know, it's almost like we take for granted the liar. Oh, the wealth's gonna be bright. No, it's not. That's like saying I got 3 twins and you only have 1 daughter. Yeah, you got 3 twins. Well, because you think you got 3 twins. And the universe can't make you have 3 twins. The question is, all y'all out there with your big mouth and your big stands and your big money, okay? No, don't give me none of your money. Oh, hell no. And you want me to get favors. That's the problem. Everybody think one favor deserves another favor. Not. You give me something, you gave it to me. You didn't ask no in return. See, and a lot of people fail to realize that. So that's why you're in all this trouble. That's why the got you in trouble. That's why the stocks got you in trouble. That's why everybody that you bought the land and borrowed and all that got you in trouble. Even the girl down the street probably got you in trouble. Because you borrowed something that should have given. What you need to do is cut the bullshit. And what you need, one more thing too. Like someone wrote, LeBron James is not my man. He's not. I didn't date him, didn't go out with him, didn't play ball with him. Don't even remember him as he is. But I know what, in this area, he's a damn good ball player. And that's what most people need to believe. Stop saying what he didn't do this tonight. What did you do it tonight? Well, he didn't do it yesterday. Did you do it yesterday? Yes, he did. Yeah, he's in the league for 17 years, doing something right. Since everybody want to talk about it, so he must be doing something right. That's like everything in the world. If you're doing something, everybody can tell you. I mean, you're doing something right. You know, you like I said. So let's just remember that. In the meantime, remember who you are and what you stand for. You know, we have family members that they don't even know who they are. Yeah, I'm not talking about because they're German, because they're French, because they're Spanish, because they're Italian, because they're Latin, because they're Koreans or Jews or whatever. You don't know who they are. And if you take that in concept, once again, it's like religion. Everybody thinks their religion is the right one. Oh yeah, I'm a Buddhist. I'm a 7-day Adventist. I'm a Kaliya Pambalama. Well, guess what? I believe in every one of y'all belief that there's some belief. Even the atheist believes he's a believer, or he wouldn't be an atheist. So we go out and we say we gonna do right, or we go out and say this is what the word says. Well, let me ask you a question. If the word never said anything, if Jesus Christ never said anything, if Buddha never said anything, if Muhammad never said everything, what would y'all be? Who would you be going to think about then? Martin Luther? Who? You never seen them either. So why can't you just take one of them? Take a theologian. Take a scholar. You never seen them either. No, that's too close to myth. You got myth. Your mythology of your own. You the myth. You out there sitting there tomorrow. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. You're right. I don't know what I'm going to do next week. You're right. Because ain't near day accountable to you, my friend. Near day is blessed to you. Near day is called accountability. Now, do we all have accountability? Yes, we do. We're accountable for each other. And each one that lives on this earth should count for the other. You don't want to count for those? Get rid of all your toys. What toys? Get rid of your trains. Get rid of everything. Go and be a self-made man as you were supposed to be in the beginning. That way, you don't want to pay the government. Don't use government equipment. You don't want to pay housing. Go build a house. You don't want to pay the landman. Go out there and find some land. There's land out there. Everybody think they got land. Half people own land, and half of them got it righteous, and half of them didn't get it righteous. But you got it. Now what? Well, I don't know. Yeah, you don't know because you go out there messing with the stars. You got the scientists messing with everything on this earth. Somebody done play tickle ting tang lang. And most people who did that is the ones still laughing at you because you can't find the answer for what's wrong. That's like saying, I'm gonna stand out in the middle of the street and two trucks coming at 180 miles an hour. Which one gonna hit me first? It ain't gonna matter. If they both going the same miles an hour, when you get hit, you ain't gonna know it anyway. That's how the world is. That's how the politician is. You get politician. You working on half the world. Half the world saying this, and half the world saying that. What is that? What kind of communication is that? That's a bad, poor communication. If I'm telling you I'm going to give you money for this, and I'm going to give you money for that, and you sit and say, no, I'm not. You're divided already. It's like, you're not conquering and dividing. That ain't got conquering and dividing no home. That's conquering and crap. Now, me and my age, never thought I'd see this day to it. Everybody's going in the middle and don't know when the hell they're coming out. They don't know if the train coming in or not. They don't know if the light coming or not. All they know is, the mob coming, what fear we're gonna put in ourselves again. Yeah. No one said, what fear we're gonna put in ourselves again. Now, I told you my brothers and sisters I have plenty of them. But they feared themselves. They got old now. They got old and they wonder what they're gonna do next. Well, nobody want to hire them, so they ain't gonna be working with nobody. So they got to work out their own problem, and they have problems. We all have problems, but it's the individual to believe how do we solve those problems. We can get rid of them. And remind you, I said me, but I'm talking about the whole world. And the whole world got problems like me, and we're all family like me. There's no separate and you. Yeah, right. See, you don't even know. Are you black? Well, that's what the color of my skin look like. At least some of it. Are you yellow or no? Not really. Are you red? Could be. But what are you? I don't know what the color of my skin says something. But who do you think I am? Who do you say I am? So I can go and play the game all day. And half of you people can do the same thing. You have the talent, you have the knowledge, and you have the ability to be like a deck hole. Because you is the only one know where you came from. You say, well, how is that? Well, your mom might know, might. And she might tell you if she's living. Okay? So, mom, like, those songs say, mama's baby, daddy, maybe. Well, that's the way it rolls. Mama must know everything. Now, will she tell you everything? That's different. Time go by, and you get older, you find yourself in the same line. You be like, what do you mean? Well, you believe that you top of the world. You now own a child. You had it, so you think. Now you know you just have. Oh, now you know everything, so you think. And then the child starts crying and whining, and you be like, "Hey, mom, hey, dad, why they doing this?" Oh, now you want my attention. But before you knew everything. As they get older, same thing. Teenagers, same thing. Hey, what are they doing there? Oh, you tell me, you did it. Oh, what did I? Yeah, that's the way you did it. You see, life is too short to continue to go over and over and over blaming people for your faults. Nobody else's fault. Your fault. Because if you solve your fault, then the next person solve his fault. Everybody's fault will be unsolved instead of being upon themselves to think they're right. Because who's right? Who's wrong? Well, the right person, he's right because he said he's right. The wrong person thinks he's right because he's wrong. But he's still saying he's right. Liberty, my friends, It's not free. Justice is not free. We all been justified and justice one way or another, one time or another. We all been called upon to be a justifier, a justee, a attorney. The only difference between us and the real attorney, they get paid to talk about bullshit, and we just get we don't. So, Halloween, trick or treat, candy is a beat, sweeten is a beat. Eat a whole bunch of candy and crawl to the wall, rotten teeth out. Nah. If you don't, it all depends on if you eat it every day. If you eat it every day for 6 months, it's possible you get a cavity. You may not. You may be immune. I don't know. But that's like everything in life. There's not too many things that we walk on this earth that we're not immune to or seen before. A lot of us don't like to correct on it, or we don't like to. It's almost like bad to correct the children. You don't like to correct the children because you correct the children, you're gonna have to do two things: say I'm sorry, and then they're gonna have to accept it, or they're gonna put you on the wall and say I'm gonna leave you there for a while, and then you drink yourself again. Then here we go again. You're in sadness again because you don't know what they're thinking. And shouldn't you know? Of course you know. They're your children. But what happened? They got grown. When they got grown, they became and thought they'd be on their own. So decided the stuff you were trying to throw up in the wind and trying to hope they got it, they said, forget that. I'm on my own. Till I crash and burn. Now if I crash and burn, I might need the help. But right now, I got to try it out. I got to see if the light going to hold or not. Yep. And the bad part about that, if you are smart enough, you take heed before you get up that ladder. You take heed before you crash and burn. But like I said, to most people, hey, let me try it to see will it work. Not saying no, I've tried it. No, I don't think I'm gonna try it. Let me try it to see will it work. What do you go with that? What belief carry that? Oh, I don't know. Any belief you want to believe. If you believe that you believe, you can be a Buddha, you can be a Hooter, you can be an atheist, you can be a 7-day Adventist, Christ of this, Muslim of that. You see, every one of those has a title to it for a reason. You can say, well, Earl, is it arrogant? Could be. I know one thing. It wasn't there to start with. And I mean, we're not going to talk about the tree in the Bible with nobody speaking English either. It was not there. But what happened, old so-called Johnny B. Good, which is us, come along then we came on the throne and tried to make ourselves a language, and guess what? Destroyed yourself. And that's what happened, guys. We sitting here right now trying to change our children and destroying ourselves at the same time. Teachers and lawyers saying, well, I can't deal with my children because you can't deal with it because you never had to deal with it. You had to homeschool them. But all of a sudden you got homeschool and they're at your home and you got to be around them. You don't know what to do. Shame, shame. We all want our children to, for the most part, be in the line of saying, I'm going to follow my father's footsteps. They don't have more time. I'm going to follow my mother's footsteps. Don't have more time. So let's quit bullshitting ourselves. That's why I told you once again, as an individual, a child makes his mind up where he want to go, who he want to go with, and how long he want to be here. It's that simple. 6 months, 6 years, 6 hours, or 60. Don't matter. But we, as an individual, got to learn. We got to get together. We got to quit trying to beat a dead horse. We got to quit trying to remember what we did in the past and bring what we do in the future. We got to quit remembering what our ancestors did to you and you and you and you. Because come in wrong that we can go wrong and still come with no rights. What we got to do is believe who we are and stand forward. I don't mean march down the road unless you want to. We're right. No, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking right in your heart, right in your mind. Get yourself together where you can live with those thoughts. And once you live with those thoughts, you believe in those thoughts, there's nowhere else to go but those thoughts. Now, don't take it for granted that you did it. You know, if you sit there and take for granted that everything that I tell you, everybody gonna take it and rolls up and run with it. And I got some eggs and some horse in California. I'm gonna sell you for a nickel too. Okay, so let's get it right. Be what you want to be. See what you want to see. Go where no return. Everyone wants to be like, but they can't be like because they're not earned. What is earned to be firm? If a person told me, well, you know, you can go anywhere you want to go as long as you perform and act to a gentleman's wages. Why I got to be that way? Does that fit the whole suit? If it doesn't fit the whole suit, then somebody lying to you. If you can be who you want to be any way you want to be, then why go? It's like I said, if I can go down to London and be like a in London, then why am I going to London? I'm not going to stay here in the United States and be an idiot. I said, yeah, I tried that, but it didn't go. No, you didn't try it. No, because you didn't. Our friends and family. How many friends and family you have? If you sit down and write a letter to yourself and you say to yourself, self, how many friends and family I have? And dictate your friends and family. And then come out to yourself and say, wow, either you didn't have that many or no one reached out to you and said, how you doing? How your family doing? Nothing but love for you. That's all it takes. It takes a little reach out, touch somebody's hand, be a witness if you can. If you can't, leave alone. Be a mole. Be a mole in a strong hole and stay there till you rot. That's a legacy. He was here and now he's gone because that's what they're going to say. They're not going to say, well, he was a good man, he dug a hole for himself and killed himself. No. We live in crime time. We live not crime. It almost seems like crime times. Where everybody thinks that I could do this. Once again, I tell you, if you ain't got the money, you can't do this. If you don't have the backing, you can't do this. If you don't have somebody that you know, you can't do this. Because everybody knows somebody. And I don't care what dictates, I don't care what language you're in, Spanish, English, France, German, Russian, don't matter. They can find out who you are. You can find out who they are. It don't take mine to just Skype and mic and take over your computer and go what they doing. It don't matter. It all depends on how much you want it, how big you are, and how big you want to be. When you start adding that up and see what the results might be, then you might have a good mystery. But in the meantime, like I said, between the flag and the people marching, y'all need to stop. You need to get focused. Stop saying, well, if I was this. No, you are that. As my father said, you are one man, one woman, one, and can make a difference. Okay? And I ain't talking about getting older like Shirley Cheese and all the rest of them. I'm talking about you hardheads who got all that mouth and a whole lot of air and no energy to do with it. That's what I'm talking about. The one who has a podium can speak and yet be quiet. That's what I'm talking about. If I had a hammer, I don't have a hammer, I'd bam some of you in the right direction, and the rest of them flatten you down. So, in the next few months, things gonna change. Flea, flick, and flock, flea, flick, flick. You have a president with right up, or you have a president with down us. Okay, that's what you're gonna have because nobody else running. Nobody else thought about running. No one else had lip service. A lot of lip service out there. Well, I could do this. I'm gonna do this much money, but to put it on paper and to go out and do it, y'all like dirty one on wash machine. So don't feel bad if your president becomes the same president don't even feel bad about Biden people in the first place. Because what they are doing, at least they're out there voting and trying to do something that they ain't gonna do when they get there. Okay, you already know that. Okay? Just remember this. The future belongs to the generation that just come up. The generation just graduated. It's a new future out there. And all you old farts think that the future don't change. Go to Walmart and ask them, say, what are they doing? They say, well, I was working over there. Now the musician, now the TV, something came in. Now I got to either watch it or be still sitting up here. And most people in charge don't like to watch. You know what? Most people who are up ahead of themselves don't like to be behind. So therefore, it's like saying, if I go to Russia or if I go to Germany, and that's in some cases, and I'm within age, I got to go fight their war. And why are you fighting their war? Why are you fighting their war? Because they want you to know if you believe or not. And if you say, well, I ain't fighting their war, they say, well, you don't believe what we believe in. And you say, I guess not. They say, well, see you back where you came from. So, opportunity knock. You got to be ready. You got to be ready. Knocking the door, knocking back. Because if you don't, you're going to get left behind. And if you get left behind, you're going way behind. You go behind the time. You're all going to say, you know, I wish I could do this. And what was your name before? Yeah, I remember you. Now you're in the mud. It's a slow day, slow night. It's a slow night to kindle yourself together and figure out how you're going to make it to the next level. How you make it to the next world. And who are you going to benefit? Who are you? You ask your question. Here's your question tonight. Who can I influence? Who is looking at me? That's the question you're going to ask yourself. And you might get a good answer. If you don't, get your pipe. Can't do your run. You might get it right in there, you know. So, with that in mind, trick or treat. We don't even do Halloween. We don't even do Thanksgiving. We call them pagan days, and they call them worship days. And everybody else doing it different days. So, somebody will be having some sweet tooth, somebody has a sour tooth, and etc. for the next year. And then side hearts for the next year as well. And then you got to do them with candy. Political situation. So you think about that. Think about who's turning the wheels and who's letting them go very, very slow. The slower the wheel, the slower the person gets there. The faster the wheel, the faster the person gets there. Anything you do fast, most time it's coming back to you. Now, I think it's going to wrap it up. Wrap it up. See the valley. Wrap it up in the alley. Sing a song, make it dream, make it lean, make it long. That's the way you wanna fly when you die. Sing a song, make it last, make it long. That's the way you would do. That's the way you would do. Bing, boom, 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 boom. Do the willy, do the wally, do the skillies, do the scally. And you know there's no valleys alone. French for Frenchies and fee is for fee. German is for German and there's no E. Foxes for foxes, foxes foxy. The grand janitor of the sea. Eastern Europe is where you be. For nothing nuts you can see. That's a short poem, and that's a relevance of who you are, who you want to be, who you can be, and talent you have never shown to some people. It's happening. So, I guess I'm the one that's gonna have to say, Serenado, Serenado, Serenado. We meet again, better my friends. Don't let the daughters and the sons take you out and again. We've been there ourselves, so let's take time. Let's make sure that we don't wash their wine. Down their throats and through the hearts. Down the throat, they'll be apart. That's the way things go. A shadow in the gold. A shadow gold made in the hole. A shadow gold for every low. So, to all you friends out there, friend, foe, I hope you may pick this up and read it and see what's Earl trying to do. Not me, brother. I'm trying to save y'all from going through some crap that I went through. And that's being free to your soul, being free to your family members, and let them know that what's happening. That way you can make see them from time to time, if you desire. If you desire not there, you're not going to see them anyway, because desire will be crooked. You be like, go and where, for what? To see who should I see? Why am I seeing him? But everything has a reason. Everything you do has a reason. You might not always know it, but there's a reason. So smell the earth, smell the rain, smell the common cold. Absolutely not. There's nothing you can do about that. Okay? Alright. So, until next time, politics, religion, sports, keep them safe, keep them honest, keep the bubble straight if need be. Because football goes on and you gotta have fans, you don't have to have fans, you have virtue. But the person who deserves it wants to be out there. I'm pretty sure they thanks homage to the staff and players. If not, they should. But like we all say, without the fans, there is no coaching. Salut. Salut. I say my bleed, you say my peace. I say my bleed, and lay those peace. If you hug someone, you love someone, you keep them to your side. That's the way you don't have to worry about someone marrying another bride. So that's what's the story. You're gonna be to glory, and that's the way we're going to do. Holly-hoo-hoo, holly-hoo, oh holly-hoo-hoo, holly-hoo. That's the way it is, my friends. So we must brace on it. We must brace on it. We must have a hand in everything that we can. Not being nosy. That's not far as the eyes can read. Okay? That means that you have to go down the road and you have to see something you identify. But not you go to somebody's house and, I read this on you and this what you're doing? No. No go. So, Saranada, Avita Singh, cheers, Guten Tag, Avita Baba, Salmon. And for all you children out there, you can touch your hand with your parents. Because they might be looking for you. And you don't know what you're going to find, or what they're going to buy, or who is what. But I think it's very interesting to dig a little deeper than you've been living. Or you mess around, you have a plane by yourself. In other words, going by yourself, doing your own thing. That's what I'm saying. Shut up.